Hey loves, welcome back to Learn with Ames. Well, I'll be sharing a little bit of everything. Today I will be starting chapter 3 of Mother Knows Best, Tale of the Old Witch, written by Serena Valentino. Chapter 3, Together Forever. Gothel's room was filled with the hazy grayish blue light that always accompanied sunrise in the deadwoods. Gothel pulled her red velvet duvet up around her chin, feeling a slight chill. She was reluctant to greet the day and faced her sister Primrose, but when she focused and really looked about, she realized she probably shouldn't be so worried. Her room was filled with red paper hearts, hung from the four posts of her bed and strung from the beams on her ceiling. She reached up and pulled one of the hearts from her four-poster and read it aloud. Together forever, Gothel sighed, hoping it meant her sister wasn't angry with her anymore. She stood in her room, just looking at the gray stone walls and the magnificent view of the woods from her window, realizing how much she really loved that house. For all her talk of leaving the dead woods, she realized in that moment she didn't really want to. She loved her home, even if it was cold and drafty and made of dreary cobblestone, even if it was barren and uninspiring and covered in monstrous carvings of night creatures. It was her home, and it was where she had lived her entire life. She wouldn't know how to live in the outside world. What she had always wanted was to learn her mother's magic and live forever with her sisters. And now it seemed her dream would finally come true. But if Primrose was going to make Gothel choose between her and her mother's magic, then the choice was simple. She'd pick her sisters. And if Mother disowned her for changing her mind, then she would leave with her sisters and learn how to live in the world without magic. As long as she had her sisters with her, she would be happy. Sisters, together and forever. There was a light knock at the door. "Come in," called Gothel. It was Primrose. She was already dressed in her finest green gown, and she was holding a tarnished silver tray with 2 cups of tea and a pile of blueberry scones on it. "Thank you for the wishes, Prim. I love them," said Gothel, smiling at her sister. "I have hazelnut tea, your favorite," said Primrose, smiling back at Gothel and setting the tray on the little round table beside the bed. "Thank you," said Gothel. Primrose sat on Gothel's bed, patting it with her small hand. "Gothel, please sit with me. I've thought about it, and I've decided I'm going to take Mother's blood with you and Hazel." Gothel's eyes grew wide. "Really?" "Yes, someone will have to keep you in check, Gothel, and it might as well be me." Gothel wrapped her arms around her sister. "Are you sure? Are you really sure? Because this is a big deal, Prim." "I know. But you and Hazel were right, of course. I've always known the stories. Ever since we were little, we've known who our mother was. I think somehow, I don't know. I think I managed to turn it into some sort of fairy tale? Yes, I understand. I've never seen Mother use her magic like that before. I was able to tell myself the stories and our history weren't real." "I understand, Prim, but can I say I think I'm worried about her? Something within her has changed. Something isn't quite right. I wish you and Hazel wouldn't fret over Mother so much, Gothel. She will be with us for at least another 100 years. I hope so. It could take that long to teach us everything she knows." Primrose stood up from the bed, went to Gothel's closet, and pulled out a dark burgundy velvet dress and a velvet black coat. "Here, I think you should wear this." Hazel was wearing her silver You won't want to be the only sister who isn't dressed for the occasion. What occasion is that? Mother's ceremony, silly. I've told her we were all taking the blood this evening at sunset. She's in the conservatory now, making preparations. Do you think she will really actually let us in there? Maybe, in another 50 years, said Primrose, laughing. You know how Mother is. Do you have any idea what's in there? I think it's Rapunzel. Who? It's a flower. The only thing that grows in these woods lives in that conservatory. How do you know all of this? Asked Primrose. I've been reading Mother's journals for years. The flower has been in our family for generations. It'll be part of our responsibility to keep it alive after Mother is gone. You're so weird, Gothel. Gothel flinched. Weird? Why? Nothing. Never mind. I love you. Are you sure you want to do this? You're not just going to do it for me, are you? Asked Gothel, afraid Primrose would change her mind. Stop worrying, Gothel. I'm doing this so we can always be together. Just make me one promise. When you're Queen of the Dead, you won't ever kill the children of the villagers. I promise. Together forever, right? Together forever. All right, and that is the end of chapter 3 of Mother Knows Best. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you for the next one. Bye-bye.